Okay, well here we are at Cathedral View again. This is our 319 room student development in Derby. I'm here with James Wrigley, who's the project manager from DW Hicks. As ever, we're going to have a walk around the site and see what the progress is since our last visit. So let's have a look round.
Okay.
Caroline said to make sure that we're closer to the camera if we can be, so that the sound.
Okay.
So, okay.
Right. The big difference you'll see straight away as we walk through is that the groundworks for Block B have started in earnest.
Yes, that's really changed. So I can see the top of the rebar here.
Yeah.
But for people that don't know what rebar is and what they're looking at, can you just explain that for us?
Okay, what you can see is the formation of the ground beam, ring beam. It's effectively the concrete slab, the foundation slab will sit on top of the ring beam, and internally the pile caps, which you can just see sticking out there and there, and that supports the ground floor slab.
And the pile caps being with the yellow and red
Yeah.
marker. And how many piles do we have at this site? Was it about 300?
Yeah, about 300 odd piles over the two blocks.
And this one being Block B.
This is Block B. This had slightly larger piles going in at 450mm diameter. What you can actually see is the starter bar coming out for the precast concrete columns, which will take the podium slab.
Right. And if you look at one of our previous videos, if you want to know about the piling here at Cathedral View, about 2 visits ago, where we had that one. So why would the piles here be wider in Block B than Block A?
Other than because the structural engineer said so.
Okay.
You mean it comes down to the calculations
Right,
that they
okay.
perform. It's as simple as that.
Right, okay.
It'll be the most efficient way of supporting the structure.
Right.
And it is beyond my level of technical ability to.
Fair enough. I thought you knew everything, James.
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay.
Okay, so you can also see just along here is the manholes for the drainage. Some of the drainage, obviously, that has to go in as this is done. Otherwise, you just wouldn't get. You just see the drainage on the other side of the water pipe there, and there's a pipe up over there. Obviously, once this is cast, there's no way of getting your pop-ups into the building, so this is all done as they're forming.
And where's that storm drain that we saw last time? Remember the big precast concrete drain?
Yeah. As we go over to Block A, you'll see.
A tiny little.
Well, no, it's just different manholes for different applications, really. The large manholes here
So we can
are
actually
all
see,
over on Block A.
we can actually see quite well the ring beam here.
That's correct.
Can you just explain what a ring beam is, please, James?
Okay, yeah, it just helps to support. Well, it's the largest part of the support of the ground floor slab. So if you can imagine a table working, the table is supported on 4 legs. This is what a ring beam does. It supports the actual plateau in conjunction with the pile caps, which are situated throughout the building. So it's not a ground bearing slab, even though the slab, the ground comes up to the underneath of the slab. It's not the ground which is supporting the slab, it is the ring beam and the pile caps.
So it's a combination of structural elements to create the foundation to keep the building solid or not immovable.
So moving on, walk along, you'll see spoil. This has been done now. You see some pile caps being dug here.
Ah, right. Okay. And actually, Jade, for anyone that hasn't watched one of these videos before, just in the background here is the first, our joint purpose-built student accommodation project with DW Hicks and Prosperity Capital Partners called Cathedral Court. And that was finished in 2016 and the 350 rooms.
That's it.
350 rooms. Quite close. So if only the university took both of them to manage, that'd be good. But, it doesn't really matter. We'll see. No, I don't think that's going to be the case now. But so we were looking at
so these are the pile caps these were the pile caps we were referring to a moment back. They're quite large, relatively large.
These are the pile caps here.
Yeah.
So you put the piles in and you've dug out around them.
That's right.
Why have you done that then?
Well, if you come over to the next one, you'll see where they're starting.
Right, okay.
Okay, so what happens is the piles are cropped down to a level. A cage will be sat in. You can actually see some of the cages which have been made up on Block A. We'll see them closer when we wander over. The cage, reinforcement cage, sits on top of the 4 piles, and you get a big cube of concrete.
I see, right.
And that helps. It just if you can imagine a very large table as we were discussing,
Yeah.
With an awful lot of weight, it would collapse in the centre without intermediate pins
'cause
underneath it.
And actually, looking here now, it's quite good because we can see the ring beam. And this is ready for it to be poured then, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
so
the
what we
mould
have,
almost, is it? Or?
yeah, that's right. You've got the beam itself, and then due to the level difference on block B in particular, we have an upstand that's been created.
Right, okay.
So this will be poured tomorrow, the upstand, and it really is just that. It's a section of concrete which sticks out above the top
Oh,
of
so
the
it's
ring
not
beam.
actually the ring beam, it's sitting on top of the ring beam.
That's
then.
right, yeah.
Okay. Because we've got, as you said, 2 levels here
Yeah.
in block B.
And with the slope of the slide gently going down towards the
Yeah.
far end as well. Again, it's architecturally, it gets the level that you need for outside for level access from where the access point is.
Yeah.
But obviously you have a finishing detail outside and they are at different levels. So
And stories here in block B, we've got
8
8 stories, so
including the ground floor.
So ground and 7 stories
Yeah.
here, 8. And then block A, which is going to be over here, Jade, if you just spin around. This is going to be 9 stories, which is the ground plus 8, which will go up quite a long way.
Yeah, it'll be noticeable when.
Because if you think, if you look at Cathedral Court over there, Jade, that's 7 stories to the ground and 6. Block A is going to be, well, another 3, another 2 on top of that.
I mean, the superstructure for Block A is actually due to start 2 weeks today.
Oh, right.
So
This has really come on a lot since when we were last here. We were preparing for the pour of the concrete.
yeah, that's right.
That weekend, I think.
So what you'll have is at that point some very grumpy ground workers over here because they've had the site to themselves and enjoyed it. They've been able to sort everything out just with themselves in mind. We'll have more than one subcontractor on the site, and that's when.
Can we go on here?
Yeah, absolutely. When the interesting discussions occur over space and who gets the loading and things like that.
How many tons of concrete or wagons?
There was about, I think it was about 10 or 12
Concrete trucks.
So it equates to about 20 to 30 tons of concrete, something like that. It was done in one pour.
Yeah.
It is about the extent of what you can do on a single pour, really. Anything larger needs to be split up into different sections.
Right.
So what you can see again is, as we discussed before, is the drainage is obviously in, gets poured, and now if there's any amendments to the drainage it causes a bit of an issue at this stage, but we should be absolutely fine.
And these are the cages, the rebar things we're talking about. Yeah. It's going to sit on top of the 4 piles.
That's correct.
Are they turn the other way round?
No,
They'll go this way.
round.
These will sit this way up
Yep.
on it.
There's a couple of different shapes as well. So what we have is square ones.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds very obvious, but square one which sits on the 4 piles over there, but we've also got some triangular ones which sit on 3 piles.
Right, okay. It just depends how the site's laid out, I guess.
It's exactly that. Again, it comes down to the calculations that the structural engineer makes and they decide what we have where.
Just in case you're watching this video for the first time, we've got the Joseph Wright Centre here, which is part of Derby College. This is an FE college, it's not a higher education facility, so students living here won't be going to that college. I mean, it would be quite handy.
It would be.
Here in Derby, if you don't know, the university building's about 1.5 miles over there. But students at Derby want to live in the city centre, which is literally over behind our other development there. So, just so that put it into context. Okay, so is this one of the storage rooms?
No, that is a lift shaft, which is currently serving as a secondary swimming pool at the moment. The lift shafts themselves are actually the precast elements, or the first sections are arriving on Friday. So the next time you're here, not only will you see part of the superstructure up, but you will also see the lift shaft core. 6 stories or so will be freestanding.
Right, a bit like at a Globeworks where we've seen the...
That's exactly right, yeah.
How many stories do they come as precast? Do they just all go on top of a single story, or...?
They come 2 sections to a story.
Right.
So those 6 stories will be 12 sections.
Right.
And then just behind you, the other big difference is the crane.
We had that last time, didn't we? No? Okay.
The base will have been poured and ready for it, but
this is a different crane to the one we had at Cathedral Court. That was the blue one, which only just made the top swing over. I remember Rob saying, I said, is this going to be tall enough? And he kind of went, I hope so.
this one will definitely be tall.
Yeah, that one will be. I remember the old one. It was the old man, I think. I remember we kind of stood coming over here is where we put in a planning application for the change. So this development's currently 319 as per the planning, but we've managed to fit another 7 rooms, effectively another wing over here, and take out the plant, which is going to be put, not the plant, the refuse stores, which is going to be put over the back over there. So
that's correct.
It's currently 319 rooms, but pending planning is going to be 326 student rooms. Anything to see? Else to see over here?
Well, only with regards to that, of the extra 7 rooms, 3 will be where we are.
Yeah.
And the cutout in the slab that you see there is to take the hot rolled steel, which forms part of the building in this section,
right,
which just allows the dual use. Whatever is eventually agreed can be
just here,
done.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you have one leg there, and then just behind you can see the plywood on the ground and the respective legs for the hot roller that are in there.
We're hopeful that we will get those extra sets.
Yeah, I mean, certainly we're planning that it's going to happen.
This is a bespoke design which is put together by Cartwright Pickard, and they've put in our supplementary planning application for those extra rooms. So
you were mentioning the large.
Oh yeah, the huge. If you look at the last video, there was this huge precast block, and that's a storm drain, is it?
Yeah, this is the storm. The attenuation tank is just underneath where all of the bar is.
And what, for our watchers, what is an attenuation tank?
An attenuation tank is a way of slowing down the water that is collected from the roofs.
Yeah.
So obviously a large surface area, if there's heavy rain, it's a lot of water, and it just slows the water going into the sewers.
It's quite big, isn't it, this attenuation tank?
Yeah, it is. I mean, underneath, it's totally covered now, so you can't see it, but it extends to the majority of what you see underneath this area. And they are, for want of a better word, they look like egg crates or bottle crates.
Yeah.
They're
Just slow it all down.
which are
Yeah.
wrapped in, it's like an underground reservoir.
Yeah.
And within that particular storm drain is a hydro brake, which then allows the water out at a given rate.
Yeah. And where we're stood now, this is going to be part of the rear area behind Block A. And are we having one entrance over here?
There is an entrance.
Is it going to be like the bikes?
The actual dedicated use of it is still up for discussion. Whether we need a totally separate bike entrance or whether it'll be a mixed cycle or
The bike racks are going to be back here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Step along the bike.
In terms of the schedule, how are we getting on with the schedule?
Yes, fine.
That's the right answer.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, we're progressing nicely on site as ever. It's it is a fast track project, as you're aware. There are many headaches along the way, but as it stands at the moment, everything's going well.
And when is the PC, the practical completion date?
PC date, your PC date is the 31st of July in 2019.
Yeah.
There's no reason as it stands at the moment that we can't make that. But, weather permitting and all of the things, no. We're as far advanced as we could be at this stage.
And what the so when I come back again in 6 weeks' time, what's the key activity, what the key differences that we'll see, do you think?
You'll see superstructure on here. 6 weeks' time, we should be approximately 3 stories, so ground plus 2, give or take.
I remember at Cathedral Court we had 1 floor put on every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So are we going to start expecting to see the arrival of the bathroom pods as well? So into the ground and then put the roof on going up like that?
That is the intention.
Yeah.
The big difference between the pods from over the way and here is that these are totally dismantleable, so if needs be they can be installed at a later date. If there's ever a missed delivery for whatever reason, we don't have to delay the structure going up.
And And is that different again to the Globeworks?
No, the Globeworks are also, they're able to be,
dismantleable.
yeah.
And is it actually the same manufacturer?
No, it's a different manufacturer,
Again,
but
so, yeah.
it's one of these things that people are looking at more and more because you can be hamstrung. You don't want to be delaying your superstructure going up for the ones at the bathroom pod.
And where are these bathroom pods coming from?
The factory's in France,
Yeah.
but the local distributor is in Manchester.
Right, okay. Quite interesting. So we've just been at Globeworks looking at the pods, we're standing in the pods there. Okay, so next time we come here, 3 stories on Block A, the structure's going up, and Block B.
Block B, certainly the ground floor slab will be in. You'll see precast elements.
Yeah.
Probably not the podium slab. There'll be almost undoubtedly there'll be tables erected ready to take the podium slab and pour it, but unlikely to have concrete on it at that point.
Right. Okay, well, thank you very much,
No
James.
problem.
Appreciate it. That's the end of this Facebook Live, and I will see you for the next one. Thank you.
Thank you.